Welcome back to the channel, guys. This is the alt account. This is for any new players who are just opening up the portal for the first time, and there's probably going to be a lot of questions. So you're going to open up the portal, and the first thing you're going to get is like an option to pick Vanguard, Prospect, and Labor. So your Vanguard will be for taking damage, reducing damage of bosses. The prospector is going to reduce some damage and also give you like somewhere in the middle, and then this one's more extreme to the other side. The Vanguard was fully attacked. The labor kit is just mainly to dig. So your dig would be if you go to the teleport here and you click on this little guy that looks like a hand, that looks like a digging hand, it'll show you all the places where you can dig, and you always want to go to the far bottom. And for example, if you have T4 minions, you can dig in the T4 site. If you have T5 minions, you can dig in a T5 site. If you don't have those, you have to, basically you're relegated to digging at the upper levels, which is like T4, T3, T2, T1. So you want to immediately get your minions to a higher level as soon as possible. So you want to evolve your forms as soon as possible so you can start digging. If we go here, you'll get like resources, and these resources right here, if you go to the very top, I'm actually going to shortcut by backing off and going back to the back in. If you click the TV right here, it'll give you resources that you need to get to the T1, T2, T3, and so on and so forth. So you just go in here real quick and you see what you mean, what you're missing. It'll tell you where you need to go. So if I had some of these right here, some of these tickets, I could fight here. Now if I fight here and I take, let's say 50%, and you chose the Vanguard, it's actually reduced by 30%. So now you're looking at like whatever 15%. So less casualties. Less casualties means good for you. You know what I mean? You don't have to heal your minions, and you can keep fighting. But in the early stages, it's okay to go with the labor squad notice, because it's more geared towards you, the snail. If you plan on having your teammates, try to get all the things in the early stages that you truly need to get going, you're gonna have a hard time, because there's a lot of players that don't know what the hell's going on. They don't know how to dig properly. They don't know how to use the resources correctly, and a lot of them, if you look, I'm constantly kicking them out, but a lot of them are in a red 7. When you go into 7 days of inactivity, it goes red, so I call it red 7. Right now, these two guys right here, they're probably going to be going red 7 soon. This guy's going to be going red 7 soon. This guy. It's brand new account. People, in the early stages, they don't find the game attractive, and they just they uninstall the app and they move on. If you're a manager, a good thing to do is always put like codes and stuff like this. Or not a manager, if you're the president, because this guy right now currently is the president, and I'm the only manager because I asked him to, because I'm very active in both my accounts. So here he put the codes, which is really good. He's actually constantly working on throwing out the Discord codes, which I do too, but he's already ahead of me, so I don't even step on him at all. If anything, I just let everybody know, hey, get into the conversation if you have any questions. So if you come here and you're in the species war, your the chat log will automatically be on the team itself, on the club. We can do stuff together and just ask questions. I can answer whatever. It's up to them whether they choose to or not. Eventually this becomes like the TV. So, but you can scroll down, it's like a little shortcut. This TV right here gives you the what you're required for the T2. So this guy right here is for drills. So if you go here, it'll tell you where to drill. If you drill a 3, it'll give you the resources for what do you call it? For this right here. And if we go back to the top, we click the TV here. This guy would be the digging sites. So those little rocks are from the digging sites. If you go here, so it wants us to dig here, and if we dig here, we'll get some of those. I don't care. I'm digging all the way down to the bottom. I'm selfishly digging all the way down to the bottom. If you see where the hell I'm at, I am right here. The reason I dig all the way down here is because more resources go to you the snail. And honestly, if the whole team just went ahead and beat this, let's say we all got together and beat her up, make sure all my guys are there. My guys are never going to touch her. But if we as a team, if we had 40 players or 35 players and we all hammered her every day, excuse me, we could skip. If you see this right here, we can upgrade to T3 immediately. What is the T3? What are the advantages of getting T3? There's going to be, at the end of this week, you guys aren't going to see it until tomorrow, basically. Maybe by the time this posts, there's going to be like a Biozilla genetic code there, and you can put relics, and those relics will boost your stats when you're in the species war. So you're going to want to put a relic in there so you can, you know, get stronger and so on and so forth. So here is, what do you call it? I don't usually get these books because I get plenty of these books. You might have some relics and stuff that are useful here, but I normally just go for this guy and this guy. Again, here's where you manage your team if you are a manager or a president. Here is where you collect your freebies. I usually always go for the second tier, which is 50 white tabs. 50 white tabs, not a big deal. So when you dig, what you want to do, okay, let me see if I get a really good example. Okay, this is a perfect example. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. What you want to do is you want to always dig in row 2, 5, and 8. First of all, you dig all the way straight down. Boom, 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 boom. You use all your drill bits. If you run out of drill bits, that's fine. If you have enough drill bits and you're all the way at the bottom, then you start digging your way all the way up like this. You just start moving all your way up. If you have like 4 or 5, you know, drill bits, don't worry. You have a fucking week. You have a week. You can save them. You don't have to use them. Save them and then use them later. See, I have 6. You know, tomorrow it ends. But you know what? If I don't use these drill bits, they'll give me black tabs. It doesn't matter. You don't have to go crazy. If anything, you just have to do the first initial achievement right here where it says, you know, use X amount, but then after that it's fine. This is very important. You're gonna get these like green little things right here, and you can buy all this crap right here. Don't buy these right here. These are not important. This is gonna recycle back, and when they rotate, you'll get more of these, and then you'll get another shot to collect these. But the thing is that if you collect these first, look, let's take a look at this guy right here. Oh yeah, it says troop casualty -5%. You want that? That's static. That is passive. Excuse me. That is a passive buff. So if you started at 30 with the Vanguard, right? Now you're at 35% reduction of damage. That's so fucking good. It's so good. And then the other one is right here. This is the digging, I think. Yeah. So it's resource collection is 1.5 speed. So that's really good as well, because now if you're in, I think it's this, yeah. If you're in here and you're digging, and they usually take like about 10 hours when it starts, and it's reduced by 1.5%, then obviously you're going to be just that much faster at getting it done versus doing the whole duration. So it's like it's a speed up buff. You definitely want to do that. This is where you fight. These are just little shortcuts. They show you, okay, these gold bordered ones, you'll have a little gold token, and that's what they're for. You get 1 or 2 per day. Actually, I think you get 1 per day, and then initially you get 2 per day, something like that. Right now, we cornered this guy because we were trying to beat this guy. Unfortunately, there weren't enough people, and you know, if all right, let's take a look at this guy. If we beat him, do we automatically ascend? We automatically ascend to tier 1. We already have tier 1, so whoever fought this guy already wasted so much time doing that. If you wanted someone a little bit stronger, you would just go down a little bit lower. For example, like if the whole team, actually, if there was more than like 1 or 2 people on the team, we could immediately ascend to tier 2. You just get her, beat her. Once you get her, it says upgrade to T2 Izanami, no material consumption. It will automatically be used after Izanami reaches T1. We would do all the other stuff like regular, dig, get these little fossils and stuff and all that crap, and then she'll just automatically switch over. So do that. You know what I'm saying? Always go for the very, very low bottom. So that's my recommendation there. So always dig for yourself. I know it sounds messed up, but it's early stages, right? Now you can ask, hey, where do you guys want me to dig? And if they tell you, hey, dig in T8 or area 8 right here, like we're looking at right now, dig there. Don't dig anywhere else. If you log in and we're only in area 7 for whatever reason, because we just haven't dug, it's too early, you're the first one in, and then somebody eventually opens up, midday, check back in, and then you can come in here, you can go to click on your guy right here, and you can withdraw. And when you withdraw, you'll just get you'll get whatever you dug, it'll give it to you, and then you can move to a lower section, and you can keep progressing that way. So that's another strategy. I told you guys about the these passive ones. Yeah, see, if I had more of those green ones, I would have tried to pick one of these, because like another 5% casualty reduction. Jesus Christ, that's awesome. Another 1.5 speed, that's awesome. That's at that point, that's 3% increase in speed, I would always go for first. Now, if I have nothing available, like, look, I haven't spent any of these. Not on these whatsoever. I will eventually, but it's not important. Like, at the end of the week, on Friday, you'll have an opportunity to look this over. So there is no real rush to do everything as soon as you get a chance to buy some. If anything, what I'm going to do, I would actually upgrade these cards, and I would get 230 right here. And 230 would get me a few of these. I'm actually going to go even further, and I'm actually going to go up to here. So now I can actually go in here and buy like 10 of these. You would want 10 of these, 10 of these, 10 of these, and your level 1 core times 3. It requires 3 cores. Those matter, but they don't matter so much. Just make sure you redeem your cards, get as many as you can. This guy right here is what you also get with the cash that you gain. You are going to receive this cash right here, and this cash, if I hit 3,000, which thank God, this is my first week on this alternate account doing the species war for the first time, and I made 3,000. Why did I make 3,000? Because I dug at T4 and higher, and this gets me some frags. And now these frags right here that we just got, right? It takes a while to collect. So if you miss your 3K, that's because you dug at T3 or T2 or T1. You should be immediately on day 1, find a spot, go all the way to the bottom, boom, all the way to the bottom, and find a place to dig. I've seen people on this is why I'm saying dig selfishly. Dig selfishly. Look at all this. All this money at the end of the day, I'm going to buy all of these because these have little chests. These right here, you're not going to use anytime soon. This is for cloning, I believe. So yeah, minion reproduction. So either cloning or healing them, which I would not recommend you spend any of these speed ups for healing. Don't worry about healing. Healing is actually very fast. Cloning takes fucking forever. Now these right here, you could buy them, but you're not going to. You get 1 free every week. That's good enough. Like if I go here, I collect my blue my essence right here. As a manager, I can go ahead and swap it to like T4, right? I can set it so that everybody spends T4 for the most part. Not that we're going to get there, but like right now we need T2 materials. Fine, we'll go over here, or, you know, I'll go over here. This is something the manager does, not like the regular club members. That you can set up so that everybody, when they automatically come in here and they autopilot, they click here and they buy this and they spend it right there, it automatically gives you a T1 right here. Boom, right there, right? Set. But early stages, don't spend it, because again, there's just so many people. Just you might even leave that week, so it doesn't. You could take these with you. Those little like cubes or whatever. You take them with you. They're in your inventory. Now, if you come in here and you look and you see a bunch of red numbers, a bunch of, you know, red dates, 7 days ago, 7 days ago, 7 days. You get the fuck out. I'm sorry. I'm telling you right now. Get the fuck out. I don't care. The club that I'm in right now, my main club and my main account, everybody in that club is either playing hard or maybe a day or two, and then they come back. You know what I'm saying? But it's usually not more than 3 days. And if it is, we gotta kick them, man. We gotta keep competitive. I get it. Real life happens, but if they're not playing, they're not playing. Okay, what else? What else? I feel like I'm trash talking people that, you know, have real lives, and that's not the purpose of that. I'm just saying I'm incentivizing you, I'm incentivizing you, the player, to play selfishly at least early on. That's all. That's all I'm trying to get at. Ignite incense. When you open up these little click here. If I go, I don't think it's this. Yeah, it is this one. If I go here and you open up like these guys, at the end of the week, you're going to get a whole bunch of them. And then when it rotates back in, you'll be able to put incense, and then you'll be able to fight like some monsters and stuff like that are really freaking strong. That is the skinny, the breakdown. Hopefully that made some sense. This game requires you to ask for help and to learn from other people, because a lot of the stuff in here is almost like community based. This game is sometimes, I'm almost at, like I said, I'm almost at 20 million, and I'm still learning so much, and I'm constantly asking questions, and as soon as I learn something new, I'm trying to pitch it out there so that you guys can learn it. And especially if you haven't heard it or whatever, you know what I'm saying? So do what you can with the information that somebody's teaching you at the time, and then also pass it on to the next person. You want to be able to help out the next person too. So I'll leave you guys with that. I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.